So in this video we're going to work on a full shoulder mobility sequence. We're going to go from the very beginning to the end with some coaching cues. So all you're going to need is a stick. First thing we're going to start with is our full shoulder rotation. What you're going to do is hold a stick in the middle. You're going to first of all push the stick down into the floor. We're going to push it down for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to raise it straight above your head, thumb facing up until you get as far as possible above your head. From here you're going to start rotating down, your thumb down and around to the back. Okay, you're keeping your elbows straight and trying to get as much rotation from the shoulder as you can. You come right round until the bicep and the lat are touching off each other. Then we're going to reverse the movement. We're going to start rotating the thumb upwards and keeping that elbow straight until we come back to this overhead position. That will be 1 rep. Then we can swap sides. Again, we're going to start by pushing the stick into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to raise above our heads with the thumb facing up. Once we get to this block position, we're going to start to rotate outwards. The thumb will start to rotate down towards the floor, trying to get as much rotation from the shoulder joint itself until the thumb starts to face backwards and the bicep and the lat come together. And we reverse the movement, rotate back round, thumb should start to face up, trying to keep that elbow straight the entire time until you finish in this overhead position and back to the starting position. That's 1 rep on each side of our full shoulder rotations. From here then, we're going to go into our full scapular movements. Okay, so scapular rotation. Again, we should have touched on this on a previous video. So you're going to hold the stick in front of you. You're going to push the stick away from you, shrug up as high as you can. Then you're going to pinch the shoulder blades back together. Then you're going to start depressing the shoulder blades as you pinch them back, and you push the stick away again. And we'll do another rep. Shrug, back, down, and forward again. And I'll show you from another angle. So from here, we're going to go push the stick away, shoulder blades spread apart, shrug the shoulder blades up as high as you can, then pinch them back together. And then from here you're going to depress them but keep them pinched back together at the same time. And then once you get them as far down as you can, you're going to spread them out again. Then you can rotate and go the opposite direction, up, forward, and down. Okay. So that's the second part of the sequence. From here then, we're going to bring the stick overhead. Okay, we're still going to work on the scapula, except this time we're just going to, first of all, try to push the stick above our heads, trying to move the scapula and shrug them up so your arms are almost touching your ears. Okay, and then you're going to pull the shoulder blades back down as far as you can into that little pocket, and then push up again. So we can coordinate with this with our breath. So as we come down, we exhale, and we reach, we inhale. Okay, so that's the first 2 parts of the sequence. So the next stage then, we're going to give the shoulders a little bit of a rest, and we're going to work on some rib cage or thoracic spine mobility. So first movement we're going to work on is flexion and extension. I'll do it from this side. So from here, you're going to cross your arms. You're going to try to exhale and round out your back. Then inhale and extend up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here then, we're going to a little bit of rotation. So we're going to have this stick this time in front. We're going to rotate to the side. Okay, and we're going to take a big inhale. And exhale back to the center. And we're going to rotate to the other side. Big inhale. And rotate back to the center. Okay, we'll go one more each side. So if we rotate this side, I want you to think about pushing this arm away from you. You're trying to spread the shoulder blade away from you and take an inhale. And back to the center. And the same to the other side. Push this arm away from you as you're rotating. Big inhale. And exhale. So that's our rib cage or thoracic spine mobility. Now we're going to go into a swimmer's mobility exercise. So Pete's going to come in and give us a little bit of a hand with this one. A foam roller, yoga block or some books. Pete's going to make a fist for me. He can hold on to the ball actually. Okay, so he's going to squeeze the ball. His thumb's going to be facing up. Okay, what I want him to do is make sure he sort of keeps his ribs down. Okay, so he's sort of pulling his ribs down a little bit at the front. First thing he's going to do, he's going to start pushing the hand down into the foam roller, compressing or activating everything around his lats for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then he's going to lift off. Okay, hover here for a second. Then we're going to go into our shoulder rotation. So he's going to start rotating from the arm. Imagine he's wringing out a dishcloth. The thumb will start to face down as he rotates round. He's trying to keep this elbow straight as the entire way. Good, Pete. Going to rotate right round until his thumb is facing again towards the ceiling. He's trying to get his lat and his bicep to touch. Good. Then he's going to bend at his elbow as much as he can, as high up his back as he can, and then he'll drop. From here, he's going to push the back of his fist into his back. Good. He's going to get good activation in around his rotator cuff for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then he's going to lift off. Straighten the elbow. We're back in this position where we finished. And he's going to start rotating backwards. The thumb will start to face down. He's rotating from the shoulder. Good. Keep that elbow straight. He's going to come right back round to that thumb is facing up again. And back down onto the foam roller. Okay, so that's one repetition. We'll do that on both sides. Alright, good stuff. Thanks, Pete. Okay. Yep. So from here then, we're going to go into some more shoulder mobility work. Again, all you're going to need is your stick. We're going to line up against the wall. We're going to go into this 4-point kneeling position. Your shoulder and your hip is going to be against the wall, and you're going to bring your arm into this sort of 90 degrees position. Your elbow and your shoulder at 90 degrees. Important thing for this is that your elbow and your shoulder almost act like an axle where they are in line with each other. Elbow's not up here. We want the elbow and the shoulder to be in line with each other, and then you're going to raise the hand higher up the stick. Okay? So depending on how good shoulder mobility is, it'll be where your hand will be on the stick. Okay, so when you find your position, first thing you do is you want to start pushing down into the stick, so you're pressing that stick into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you reverse the movement. You try to lift that stick off the floor, but making sure the elbow doesn't rise up. You want to keep the elbow low in line with the shoulder while you're raising the hand and the stick off the floor. And again, we go for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So that will be one full round, and we'll repeat that 2 to 3 times. Then from here, we're going to do something similar. We get into this position. If this position is not comfortable, you can do it in here. Okay, you're going to bring the stick out behind you. Again, you're going to try to raise the hand as high up the stick as you can without this shoulder coming forward. So if you think this shoulder is coming forward, drop the hand down the stick a little bit until you get a comfortable position. From here then, again, you're going to start to push that stick ram that stick into the floor. You're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to reverse the movement, trying to lift that stick off the floor and away from you. Get as much movement from the shoulder itself for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So again, that's one full round. We'll repeat that 2 to 3 times. Final part of the sequence, we're going to go into a press up position. So from here, we're going to get either into this bear crawl position where your knees are off the floor, or the press up position, whatever is more comfortable, or this is a little bit more advanced, this is a little bit more easy. So from here then, if we go from the bear sit position, you're going to bring your weight onto one hand, you're going to pick a little spot on the floor, maybe a piece of dust, and you're going to reach out and try to touch it in front of you. Then you're going to reach to the side and touch it, and then you're going to reach to the other side and touch. Then you're going to reach across your body and touch, and to the other side and touch. And we're going to swap hands, keeping the knees off the floor. And again, we're going to reach out in front, once, touch, cross the body, touch, the other direction, touch, inside, touch, and outside your body, touch. Okay. So again, that's 1 rep on each side. We're going to try to repeat that 2 to 3 times. So that's the full shoulder mobility sequence that we're going to work on today. You know, try and break it up if it's too difficult to do it all at once, but make sure you keep the quality over the quantity of the